Peace. Welcome back to another installment of Griff Rushmore. This will be a quick video. While editing the Young Pharaoh video, I've come across a new Polight video, which he pre-recorded before being convicted and sentenced. But I had to do a narrative on this video. I have to give you some type of context. This man is constantly deflecting and conflating arguments that no one else but he himself is making. None of this stuff applies to what he did to that minor, what he's done to hundreds of black people with robbing their money, and what he will continue to do, probably even in jail. Who knows? But I wanted to give a quick breakdown in this video. Enjoy. Please comment, like, subscribe, share the video.
I'm not black conscious. They might look at me, see the Versace robes, see the bedspread and everything. Oh, that's the white man. Trust me, I invest in my people quite often.
Okay, so here's the thing. When have any of you who has ever watched Brother Polight ever seen him invest in anyone outside of himself? If you can find me one person that can give you a positive testimonial of Brother Polight and how he's invested into them, whether it be time, sweat equity, monetary, anything. When has Polight invested in anyone in our community? Never. And so it's the reason why I'm doing this video. You create a narrative that doesn't exist in order to make you look like this humane individual. No, you're just a child predator and a con artist.
Well, what people are doing is not fair, because I don't get on people's case for working for the white man. You do know if you work for the white man, you're making him way more money than any amount of shirts, pants, or sneakers I could buy throughout the year. Because if you working 40 hours on the clock for the white man to build his concept, to build his dream out from 1 year to the next, and you want to do this for 30 years so you get a really good pension, right?
One of the techniques of multi-level marketing, con artists, scammers, is they tell you, why are you working? There's a faster way. What are you doing this for? You know, you're less than a man. You're less than a woman. You're a slave. You're making someone else rich. That may be true. But here's the thing. For a man like him to tell you that you're making someone else rich when he uses your work, which gives you your money, which you in return give him for classes he never teaches, for books he never wrote, for information he doesn't know about how to make 7 streams of income. And now he's telling you back to your face, well, I don't judge you because you work. You take my money. You take innocent people's money. You take naive people money, right? Don't ever let someone job shame you. Don't ever let someone tell you not to work. You live in a country that you have to survive. Don't let a con artist tell you anything different.
30 years of 40 hours plus contributing, you're destroying black America, not me. And I'm not mad at you, because you got the legal right to solicit cigarettes over the counter because you work in a supermarket. You feel you're more black conscious than me because you wear t-shirts made in China, but someone got heat transfer paper that sells their t-shirts and say, yo, this is a black brand. I'm not knocking you guys. A lot of times you take it wrong, but I'm saying you got to stop attacking me, because at the end of the day, I delivered my children. All my children came into this world, and the first person that held them straight out the womb was me, and I gave them to their mother. I cut the umbilical cord. That's black conscious. I homeschool my children, okay? I don't send them to public school institutions. I'm the one that educates my children.
As I pointed out in prior videos with Polight, as soon as he starts talking fast and using acronyms and naming a bunch of letters, you know he's lying. He's lying, he's lying, he's lying. His non sequitur, making up things, stuff that don't go together. Just be prepared for the next clip.
I teach Six Sigma resource allocation. Statistical calculus, algebra, geometry, and sequential mathematics 1 to 6. I'm highly versed. Yes, I did drop out of school 9th grade, but I'm definitely qualified to educate my children. And those of you that see my children, they were speaking 4 languages since the time they're 4 years old. I did that because I speak 7 languages. The very laptop that my daughter works off of, I built it because I could build computers.
The problem with liars, there are no boundaries to their lies. This man said he speak over 7 languages. Show me one video where he's speaking over 3 languages or 3 different languages. This man says he can build computers. So Polight, who has done stock classes, PPP loan scam classes, UCC classes, tax lien classes, has never provided or shown a video, produced a video of him actually building a computer from scratch. This is con artistry. One thing about con artists, they're good at everything. Anything you bring up, they can do. There was a time when Polight once said he had an electron microscope. I don't think y'all really understand, like, he has no access to that. You don't have access to that. But he does. Listen, it's all cap.
Okay? So, and I'm not saying this stuff to brag. I'm saying that my wives work for themselves. And they're not made out to be economic slaves in my relationship, so they can leave at any given point in time because of what I have taught them. A real man is going to empower a woman to the extent that she can leave. So when she stays, you know it's because she chooses to, not because she has to. You see, so if we're going to talk about black nationalism, I'm a black nationalist. If we're going to talk about Pan-Africanism, then let's talk about homeschooling. I don't knock y'all because you send your children to the public school system to be brain dirty, not brainwashed. So they can be blinded by the light, because the darkness never blinded anybody. You never stared at darkness and was in fear of losing your eyesight. You stare at the light and be in fear of losing your eyesight. So, just put all this thing into proper perspective. I'm not the one who sends their children to the public school system. I homeschool. I'm not the one that have my children being delivered in hospitals with people of other races or the same race that are strangers, holding the child for the first time and giving it to the mother to be weaned. No. Okay?
Please do not let this pseudoscientist charlatan shame you for getting your child birthed in a hospital. That is modern science. That's how science works. That's the advancement of science. Should you be so lucky to have access to a first world country to actually have your child birthed in a facility of medical professionals, this man does not understand medicine. Do not allow him to persuade you because he had his child natural birth at home that he is of a higher level or a higher plane than you. It's all cap.
Okay? Or for that child to be re-encoded when they got a pre-encoded DNA to suckle from their mother, but then because they're given all these artificial milks, now it's hard to get them to latch on because they have it pre-encoded to do things a certain way until we make them deviate. So being black conscious is more than just wearing a t-shirt by way of heat transfer paper. It's a start, and I appreciate and love and respect you guys who make the concerted effort to buy people's t-shirts and their hoodies or their fit caps. I'm with it. But you're not better than everybody because that's where you start at or that's what you're doing. We got to stop minimizing.
Thank you for watching. I had to drop this video because he says just because he wears Versace and designer, people perceive him as not being black conscious. That is asinine. I can be honest and say I have Gucci, I have Fendi, Ferragamo, I have Versace, YSL, but I am as black conscious as the next man. The difference is I'm not a child predator. The difference is I'm not a con artist. The difference is I'm not a scammer. The difference is I'm not a pseudoscientist. When will we grow up and understand that people like him is the problem? They are the problem. He is the problem. And until we accept that, there will always be a Griff Rushmore. Hence why I started this series, right? If Griff Rushmore was real, it would be more than 4 faces. It would be hundreds of faces, maybe thousands. He's just a prominent one. And I wanted to do this video to really shed light on the narcissism and the non sequitur talk about nothing just to deflect from what he's really done. Thank you for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and hopefully I'll have the young Pharaoh done within this week. Peace.